The court is a public place and in fact a lawyer's main place of business. Security operatives are not above the law. Why is it difficult for security agencies to understand respect for human rights? Welcome my people and thanks for stopping by. I'm William Abba, your presenter for this channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening depending from where you're watching. Heading to the news of today, which is Nnamdi Kanu's trial, NBA and Ohanaeze orders attacks, federal government as DSS bans lawyers, journalists. The Nigerian Bar Association, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo and prominent Nigerians on Thursday took a swipe at security agents for bearing lawyers, journalists and Igbo leaders from the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The NBA spokesman rêvølt, the Pan-Igbo socio-cultural organization, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo and senior lawyers who spoke to the Punch separately said harassment of lawyers and journalists at the trial was despicable and undemocratic. Kanu, who is facing treasonable felony and terrorism charges, was on Thursday brought to the Federal High Court, Abuja, amidst tight security. The leader, who have been facing trial since 2016, was granted bail in April 2017. On July 26th, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said he had been rearrested and brought back to the country. The failure of the DSS to produce the IPOB leader at the scheduled proceeding on July 26th attracted condemnation by his lawyers and Igbo leaders. On Thursday, as early as 4 a.m., there were indications that Kanu will be brought to court as security agents consisting of the police, soldiers and Department of the State Services were deployed around the premises. They blocked roads leading to the court and nearby streets, including the Shehu Shagari Way. Journalists, lawyers and staff of the FHC who started arriving at the court as early as 6 a.m. were banned by the security agents, who said they were acting on the order of the presiding judge, Justice Binta. This was the second time in the 3 months that the federal government refused journalists access to cover the trial of Kanu. Only 5 lawyers, each from the defense and prosecuting teams, were allowed to enter the court. On Thursday, a security agent who addressed reporters at the entrance of Justice Nyako's courtroom explained that the instruction was that journalists should be confined to the press center. However, one of the correspondents learned that the DSS did not send any list of journalists to the judge for approval. Also banned from the court were a delegate of Igbo Lawyers Association and some Igbo leaders. Ohanaeze Ndigbo told journalists in Abuja that members of its outrage were denied access to the courtroom. He said, "We did not see Nnamdi Kanu with our eyes, but we saw pictures. When we got to the court, we were told that it was only one person that would be able to enter and the security did not allow us to enter. All I know is that a new Nigerian is coming where everyone will be treated equally." Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, who was also not allowed to enter the court, protested. Ubah, representing Anambra South, seeking permission of the court to visit the defendant in the custody of the DSS, wanted to witness the trial and move his motion but was not given access to the court. In a chat with journalists, Ubah said, "As a serving senator of the Federal Republic, today I have a case in court and I was to present myself in court regarding my motion. This Thursday morning, I came to the court from the Transcorp Hilton Axis. It was blocked. I tried the Borno House Axis. It was also blocked. As a senator of the Federal Republic, I think I have the right to enter the court premises even if I have no business in the court. The court is a public space and the public should not be banned from accessing the courtroom. People have the right to self-determination. Nigeria had not worked and will never work, so Nnamdi Kanu is not wrong and his trial should not be in secret. Security operatives have consistently failed to do their jobs and now you've seen them harassing journalists and lawyers." Commenting on the shoddy treatment meted out to journalists and lawyers, the publicity secretary of the NBA, rêvølt, slammed security agents. In an interview with The Punch, he stated, "This is despicable. The court is a public place and in fact a lawyer's main place of business. Security operatives are not above the law. Why is it difficult for security agencies to understand respect for human rights? It is wrong for lawyers and even members of the public to be harassed because they seek to gain access to the courts." Alright, my people, that is it for the news we just received. That Nnamdi Kanu's trial, NBA, Ohanaeze, other attacks federal government as DSS bans lawyers. I think the new Nigerian he means is the coming of Biafra and Oduduwa nation. In both countries, I think they will live in peace and everyone will be treated equally. Our Nigerian is about to give birth to a new multiple nation. I think the Arewa and their one Nigerian will enjoy their banditry and terrorism. The Igbos are really happy for knowing that their leaders, Nnamdi Kanu, is still alive. The Igbos are no more interested for anything in Nigeria, old or new. They just want their leader free. Nigeria is gone dead and buried. And they are strongly saying no election in the Igbo land until their God-sent leader is released. I think they should release this innocent man and allow him go back to his family and people who are really waiting for him. Please, we don't know your thoughts and opinion. We would love you to drop it at the comment section below. Please, in case you haven't subscribed yet, we would love you to do so. Click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell by the side so that whenever we drop our daily content, you will be the first person to be notified. Thanks for staying tuned to this very last moment. God bless you.
The DSS has committed a crime against Nigeria State. By stopping lawyers from going to court. We need to fight it. We will check on this in the legal.
Come forward! Talk here!
The DSS
Yes!
also have the power to barricade the country.
Yes!
I cannot approach their office the way I like. This is my own office. The court is a court of justice and it's open for all Nigerians. For DSS to say somebody cannot approach the court is an illegality, is a crime against the Nigerian state.
Thank you.
What they have just done here is a crime against the Nigerian state. They are trying to turn Nigeria to a banana republic, and that's what they are trying to do.
What's their reason?
They claim that somebody is being brought to court. We don't know the person. Just because of one person, you will shut down the federal high court of Nigeria.
Is it the president of Nigeria is coming to court?
No, he's coming to court. But for us, what the DSS is doing here today is a criminal act.
Thank you.
Stopping Nigeria from appointing a court of law is a crime against the Nigerian state. It's not a crime against the person, but the Nigerian state is
okay, sir, so far, will you be taking this up with the NBA?
It will be taken not just the NBA. We are going to approach the court on this.
Okay, so that means you might be dragging the DSS to court?
I don't be assaulted here.
Okay.
I don't be assaulted, but I'm ready to be arrested today. Because my name is...
to go and carry out robbery and you see that you are doing it. It's not acceptable.
Country people, this is BBC Pidgin, and we still there live from the Federal High Court of Abuja, where the hearing of Nnamdi Kanu supposed hold today.